Yeah, something I was gonna say about this crazy terrorist mastermind, Gypsy Crusader, who was radicalizing our youth into starting a race war. The most type of egregious radicalization and terrorism you could possibly think of. I think the fact that he's not in Guantanamo Bay getting waterboarded is clearly due to white privilege. I mean, if there was an Islamist in the country trying to ignite this type of conflict, like Abu Zubaydah, who was waterboarded like 187 times, his ass would be in Guantanamo Bay the next day, getting his ass waterboarded. So, people say they don't know what white privilege is or doesn't exist, or they mock it, but this is clearly an example, like right in your face. I would say he deserves to be in Guantanamo Bay, but actually, Guantanamo Bay is too good for him. Plus, it's potentially dangerous. He could radicalize the Islamists in there, because he actually is more effective than whatever lame shit these Al-Qaeda and ISIS operatives are up to. I mean, they're trying to radicalize Muslims to carry out attacks. Well, okay. That's like, 1% of the U.S. population? And most of them are busy making TikTok videos or whatever, so they don't pay them any mind. ISIS is kind of like, pretty 2016, so people aren't paying attention to that nonsense so much. But starting a race war, that's everybody. That's whites fighting blacks, fighting Asians, fighting Hispanics, fighting Native Americans, fighting the gays or something. I don't know. So it's much more of a potential problem. So they should really have their own Guantanamo Bay-like facility, but not in the nice tropical paradise of Cuba. I mean, I know Cuba sucks, but it's a communist hellhole, but the landscape and the weather is nice. They should have it somewhere in the Arctic, like the Russians do, like the Soviets did. So like you wouldn't even consider trying to escape, because you would be dead in like 30 seconds outside. Somewhere in Alaska, like the Aleutian Islands, but the Aleutian Islands are kind of warm. They got to go like on the north side. There's got to be some island up there. We got to start treating these terrorists like terrorists. I got to say like George Bush, like terrorists. We gotta. The hate is for our freedom. The hate black and white people getting along and commingling. The hate is for our freedoms. So we got to take the fight to freedom haters. So they need their own facility. These monsters are a threat to our civilization. Yeah, they try to hide behind Joker face painting, so that way when they do get cracked down, I mean, if the hijackers dressed up in Joker face paint, would you be stupid enough to say like, oh my god, why are 9/11 hijackers, if they put on like Joker masks and made it funny, would you be like, oh, why is everyone getting so down on the hijackers, like they were just making jokes? That's why he does it, to trick idiots who defend this guy. Like, he's trying to start a race war, but he's doing it in an entertaining way. Like, if I rob a bank and make jokes while doing it, like the Joker, does that make it not a horrendous crime? Or like rape or murder? Like, if you're defending this guy, you've been manipulated by him, just like the real Joker. He's a master manipulator. Don't let him fool you. He's a terrorist mastermind. He belongs in the Arctic Guantanamo Bay, and anyone who defends him should be right next door in the next cell. But when I think about the Arctic Guantanamo Bay, you know how like when you would play Legend of Zelda and they would have like the Fire Castle and the Arctic Castle, the white nationalist Guantanamo Bay should be, um, well, I don't think it should be just white nationalists, but they would belong there. But like anyone who's trying to start a race war, which is just cheap, disgusting, dangerous behavior, trying to disrupt the peace or what little peace we do have in our multicultural Western societies. They need to have a race war at Guantanamo Bay on an Arctic island. So it would be like the Arctic castle in the Legends of Zelda, where if you go outside, you'll like freeze your nuts off. You know, that's what they need to have for people like Gypsy, Crusader, Catboy Cammy, these people that go on Omegle, whatever the fuck that website is, and radicalize our youth. They're trying to clone themselves like the COVID virus. It's disgusting. We need to stop it. We need to stop it now before it spreads. You know, all you idiots were joking about COVID virus when it first started, before it killed millions of people, and now it's crippled the world. Well, that's what we need to do with the Catboy Cammies and the Gypsy Crusaders and their fanboys. We need to lock these boys up and fucking waterboard their asses.